Hi everyone, welcome back to Black Girl Who Manifests. If you're new here, my name is Sasha, and around here we explore African spirituality, manifestation, and the power of reclaiming who we are spiritually and culturally. So today we are gonna talk about symbols, rather spiritual codes even, that hold power across generations. And as someone who is a former Christian, the only symbol that was significant to me was the cross. But then after I had my cultural awakening, I uncovered the fact that symbols should represent life, not mainly death. And I'll start with the Veve symbols in Vodun and then touch on the Adinkra from Ghana and then go deeper into other African systems you may not even have known existed. For example, the Nsibidi, Kongo Cosmograms, and more. So let's start with Veve. The Veve are ritual drawings used in Haitian Vodou and other Vodun traditions in the African diaspora, like Louisiana Vodou, Dominican Vodou, and more. They are drawn with materials like cornmeal, flour, ash to literally call in the spirits called Loa. Each Veve is tied to a specific Loa. So you've got, for example, Papa Legba, that's the guardian of the crossroads. His Veve has a cane and crossroad lines and sometimes a key, depending on the drawing. He is called first in ceremonies. Then we have Azuli Fleda, the goddess of love and beauty. Her Veve looks like a heart with curves and flowers. I would say it's quite popular. And Baron Samedi, the spirit of death and transformation. His Veve looks like a cross or a coffin. But going deeper into it, these Veve are related to African systems like the Kongo Cosmogram, which shows the 4 stages of life and death, and Nsibidi, a symbol language from southeastern Nigeria. So Veve are basically African spiritual language that survived slavery in coded form. Now let's travel to Ghana, where the Akan people use Adinkra symbols. And the way I see it, you guys, they're like visual proverbs and small designs that have meaning, philosophy, and values. They can be carved, they can be stamped, and even worn on cloth and jewelry, right, during big life events like weddings, funerals, or initiation. I just also wanted to talk about a few of my favorites and symbols that I am really interested in. The Sankofa, which is the bird looking backward, or sometimes a heart shape. It means go back and fetch it or grab. And it's a reminder, a beautiful reminder, and something I always preach on this channel, to look back at your roots in order to move forward. And then Gie Name, meaning except for God. So it symbolizes the supreme power of the creator and that nothing ever happens without divine will. Then we have Bese Saka, a cluster of kola nuts representing abundance and wealth. Then we have Akuaba, the fertility doll, symbolizing beauty, protection, and also the hope for children. These symbols are lessons and spiritual affirmations that the Akan people wear or surround themselves with. Now, here's the part most people don't talk about. There are so many more African symbols beyond the Veve and Adinkra, and let me just put you on. So we have Nsibidi from southeastern Nigeria and Cameroon. It is often used by secret societies like the Ekpe. They are pictographs, more so, not really letters, but they're symbols that express different ideas, right? Love, danger, spirituality, judgment, and more. Some could be tattooed, carved, or drawn in secret rituals that, of course, we don't know about. Then we have the Kongo Cosmogram. So from the Congo people in Central Africa, it's the circle with the cross through it, symbolizing the cycle of life, death, rebirth. The top half represents the physical world, and then the bottom half, the spirit world. The cross represents sunrise, noon, sunset, and midnight. In the earlier mentioned varieties of Vodun, this cosmogram shows up in Veve designs, proof that the connection is so real. And in the Dogon cosmology from Mali, their symbols reflect creation, energy, movement, and also spiritual time. There's so many spiral shapes, ladders, and cosmic granaries representing how spirit travels through time and space. And then we have the Ndebele house symbols, which is in Southern Africa, painted on homes by women, usually using really bright geometric patterns. They're so beautiful. And, they're beautiful, but they're not just for decoration. They communicate messages, especially about identity, emotion, status, and rites of passage. What I love about African symbols is that they are alive, like they're things. They can be activated by drawing them, chanting over them, wearing them. They're participatory, basically. So they work with you and you don't just look at them, you actually move through them. So yeah, that's just a little glimpse into the world of African and diasporic spiritual symbols, from Veve to Adinkra to Nsibidi. These aren't just images alone, they are blueprints for how we live, love, connect, and remember who we are. So if any particular symbols stood out to you, or if you want me to go deeper into one of them, please let me know in the comments. I'll also put out some resources for you guys below in the caption so that you can learn more about some of the symbols I mentioned in this video from experts. And if you love this, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.